Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Attorney Joaquin Rosales Aramburu, Managing Partner of Amerigo Legal Group. Today we're going to talk about a very special topic, Investment Visa E2. First off, I want to talk to you guys about the difference in between this particular investment visa, the E2, and another one called the EB5. The EB5 is actually a visa that leads you to a permanent residency here in the United States. That's one of the major differences between this visa and the E2. The E2 visa, it's only a temporary visa. Although you can renew it, it does not give you a path to citizenship or residency. Although you can renew it, it does not give you a path to residency. That's one of the major differences between the E2 and the EB5. The EB5 requires a lot of investment in order to be processed. And in comparison to the E2, this is a lot less money than what you have to put up in order to invest in EB5 residency. So, in this video, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you the 9 steps necessary in order to make an E2 application. The first step, you have to create a company, an entity for your business. It could be an LLC, it could be a C Corp, S Corp. Depending on the business that you want to do and your circumstances, we may choose one or the other. Number 2, we need to create a bank account for that entity. Very important to have our bank account in order to transfer the funds in there. Number 3, we need to start securing leases for the place where you're going to have your business. Number 4, we need to transfer those funds from wherever you brought them from. Number 4, we need to transfer the funds into the business account so we can start spending that investment money as soon as possible. Number 5, we need to start securing all the permits, all the licenses necessary for that particular business. Depending on the state, this might change. Florida has different rules than, say, California or New York. So depending on where your business is going to be located, we need to look at those particular rules and laws in that particular state, and then we need to apply for those licenses and permits, etc., whatever it may be. Then we're going to go with number 6. We're going to start entering into contracts with clients, potential providers, business alliances, etc. Very important that we demonstrate all those things. Then we're going to go with number 7. Number 7 is the actual application and the package that we send to immigration in order to apply for this visa. So it's really important, although it's not obligatory, that the investor starts running their business prior to submitting the application. This is something that we aim for, right? Because the law basically states that this visa, the intention of this visa is to promote the economy, to stimulate the economy of the United States, to employ U.S. citizens and U.S. permanent residents. Typically, after we submit the 7th step, when we submit the application to immigration, we have to wait until we get an approval or a request for evidence. After we go through that step and the person has been approved, then that person can travel to the United States, the last step, as an E2 investor with their family and any children under the age of 21. Like we said earlier, this visa you can renew as many times as you like. Typically it's given for about 5 years. It really depends on the treaty that the United States has with your particular country. So these are the 9 steps necessary in order to do an E2 application. Let me give you an example of one of our clients that had a successful application. He wanted to open up a coffee shop. So essentially we had a meeting and we started the process. And we, as a team here in Amerigo Legal, we prepare the application from A to Z. So we actually help you out through the process, through the stages of creating the entity, through the stages of finding the right bank account, creating the bank account, etc. All that in here in Amerigo Legal will help you. So essentially what we did with this client is that we helped them create the entity for the business. We helped them create the bank account for the business. We secured a lease for the place where the coffee shop is actually located right now. He was able to transfer the funds from his country to the bank account, the operating business account of the coffee shop. Then we started talking and securing all the permits necessary in order to run the coffee shop here. After that, we began to compile all sorts of contracts that he had with providers and also with alliances that he has with other people who had products that are being sold at his establishment as well. The next step that we did was actually put together his entire packet to be sent to immigration. This was actually after the business started running. He hired 2 employees, and the business was actually running even before we submitted the application to immigration. The application was then submitted, he was then approved, he went to the interview in his country, and then he came here and he's now doing business in the United States. So that's one of the many examples that we have of people who have been able to obtain this visa. Once again, it's really important that you know what you're doing, that you talk to people who know what they're doing. So that's why you should contact Amerigo Legal, so we can help you through this long process and show you the best way to do these 9 steps the appropriate way to obtain this visa. Please give us a like, share this, make sure that you subscribe. You can find us at www.amerigolegal.com. And you can also, if you like, send us an email at info@amerigolegal.com. Once again, my name is Attorney Joaquin Rosales Aramburu, and hope to see you soon.